Hello guys, welcome to PC Drills, where I find help on how to handle your PC related issues. Today we are going to be showing you what you can do if your phone suddenly becomes slower than usual. What can you do if your phone suddenly becomes slower than it normally works? So sometimes it can be due to many apps. Maybe on your apps you have a lot of them, and maybe some that you're not even using that are taking up a lot of memory. So mostly is due to things like much memory being allocated to apps that you're not even using, maybe apps running in the background, and maybe some apps that are intentionally there like viruses to use up your memory and render the phone slow. But obvious reasons include memory, your phone not having enough memory, or apps that are being installed sometimes without your permission, and sometimes apps that take up a lot of space that you don't use them. So to find out and solve some of these issues, what you need to do is you go to the settings and we start from there. You open your phone, you go on to the settings. Once on the settings, you go to applications and notifications. Here I have it as option 3, apps and notifications. All I need to do is open up on these apps and notifications. Problem can still be to update the phone or update some particular apps. To update the particular Android version, you have this option here, app update. But right now let's start with the apps and notifications. You click on apps and notifications, and then you can see the various applications that you have installed on your phone. Here it starts with the recently opened apps. These are the ones that have recently opened. I can open here to see all by clicking on see all apps to display all the apps that I have on my phone. Maybe you are doubting that the apps you have are the ones you need, or you wish to change something. That's where you need to go, see all apps, and then you choose the ones that you wish to uninstall. For example, let's say I had this TikTok that I wish to remove. I can just click on it here and I see the various characteristics like the app notifications, which type of notifications. You can see the permissions, camera, microphone, storage, and then the space that is taken up on my own phone. It's using 492 megabytes on my external storage. So if I click on it, I can see the app size, user data, and cache. And I can also change where it stores the various files. So if I wish to clear the data or clear cache, this is where I go to do so. So let's come back and continue. Here we have the data usage by this particular application and the battery usage ever since I charged the phone, since last charge. So there's also opens by default and so on. The reason I'm showing you these options is because sometimes it can be that the apps in your phone are taking up a lot of space. Maybe your memory card is full, or you have less space than needed. What you can do is come to storage and you can clear cache or clear data. It depends. Clearing cache removes just the cache information, but clearing data is going to remove your accounts, images that you have from the app, and everything you have. Is like resetting the application. Clearing data will clear cache also, but clearing cache is just some temporary data. Usually cache is not usually much. Here you have 41 megabytes, but compared to user data you can have 222 megabytes, much more. So if I clear cache, just this 41 megabytes will be cleared. But if I clear user data, all the settings of the apps, my accounts will be deleted, and I will free up to 222 megabytes, as you can see from here. So let's continue. With that being said, for the storage. That's how you can clear it. So to continue, we can come back to our apps and notifications. Here you have advanced option. Some phones might have them under different locations, but here we have advanced option. You click on the advanced option and you can see special access apps. If you click on this special access apps, the last option you see here is install unknown apps, usage restrictions, unrestricted data. All these options here under the advanced that we have. If you move over to install unknown apps, it's going to be installing applications that are not from a Play Store. But what we actually want to see here is the usage access, the second to the last option. This usage access are apps that are allowed to run at the background and display over other apps, so they can display or work while other apps are working. So if you come here and you see any app that is being allowed, like the first one and the second one, third one, they are all allowed, meaning that even if I'm using a different application, maybe watching videos, all these other files, they can be running at the background while I'm not using them. So for example, if something like, let's say, SnapTube or this Google Play that's being enabled, it means that I might be watching a video online and an application from Play Store, Google Play, will be installing on the background without me needing to run it myself, because it's being allowed to use unrestricted access. So those are just things that you can come here to edit. If there's something here that you wish to remove, you can. Or maybe you see apps like this WeChat, SnapTube. These are apps that are not usually very necessary when I'm using my phone. I don't usually need them to run at the background. This WeChat, it works like WhatsApp. I cannot need WhatsApp to be accessing resources unrestricted. That is why this kind of apps, I decide to disable them so that they should not have unrestricted access. And also there's unrestricted data. This one is dealing with internet connection. So if your internet connection is slow, you can solve that by disabling some apps here which are enabled, but right now all are disabled. So we also have modify system settings. There are some applications that can modify other system settings. Mostly you would like to allow those particular apps that are trusted and those ones that you see not necessary not to access on and modify system settings. For example, you can have an app like Zender. You will not like Zender to do some particular settings on your phone, maybe modify or store some particular files without permission. And this third option we have here, display over other apps. Usually this is the option that brings a lot of slowness on phones. You see an app that's having the capability of displaying over other apps. You're using a different app, but other apps are running on the background. For example, you can be on Facebook, but you have the other things like maybe Instagram, Lack Player, Lite, Messenger. All of them are running at the same time, taking up all the RAM that you have. Maybe your phone just has about 1 gig RAM, 2 gig or less. With all these apps running at the same time, is going to slow down your phone. So what you can do is come to this display over other apps and then you disable the ones that you don't really need. Any app that you see here that you don't really know the use or you are not familiar with it, it is preferable you just click and change the status from allowed to not allowed. For example, this duo I can just come and I disable it. That's all. You can also come to this Facebook. If it's an app that actually need to be seeing all the various things that go on all the time without any restrictions, I can just enable it and That's it. With this being said, these are some of the things that can come into play, and there are many others. While trying these ones, sometimes it might solve your issue, sometimes it might not. And if it doesn't, you can move over to uninstalling certain apps or you update. Sometimes it's due to some Android versions that are disturbing. You can also do application updates by going to the system and checking for system updates. And sometimes it's also about you having to reset your own phone. Maybe your phone have just gotten some crashes and need some resetting or reinitializing to factory settings. What you need to do is click on the reset option and then you just follow up. Sometimes just a network you need or application data. Mostly you reset just app preferences, and later on you can erase all phone data if it doesn't solve your issue. So far so good. We hope it was helpful, and if it was helpful, please like, subscribe, share and recommend. See you next time on our next video. Bye for now. All questions and suggestions will be handled properly. Thanks. Bye for now.